between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys are set up shop at the 23-yard line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Tomlinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Ravens nothing. Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 10-2, sir. Mike 54.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready,
3
ready.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 50, check 50. Pilot, 64, weak. Speed grip, speed grip.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Ready,
The
ready.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Box, right. He's coming, double up. Spike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down, Baltimore.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
You got three down. Jim. X3, 218, chop. Ready.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Ready, break. Mike 54. Hey, keep it up. Quickstone, travel. Check 24. Snap.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Just like that.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Check 20. Sammy.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. That's complete to Sterling. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That one's complete to Tomlinson.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Tomlinson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Running right, this is Tomlinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ready. 5-8. Last 2. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
The drive will start with an option going left. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? 95, 56. Watch out, watch out. Tight end, right.
From the pistol, Tomlinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one, pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They're not ready for this. Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, watch that, watch that. Yes. Line 54. Down the Steve Griffin.
Back to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Ready? Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, dog. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready. You ready? 2. I got one.
On second and 15 now. Breeze. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To the mic. Stay with your man. Buzz. Mike 2.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Strip that ball.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Then he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You better bring it. Play 56. Play 56. Yep. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go. At their own 39-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Ravens 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Get that ball. Begin.
Second and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
At the 31-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's
They'll run it here with Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Bravo. 4, Mike 4. Hey, defense.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Right here. Wait, tight. 3, Mike 3. Combo.
On play action, it's Breeze. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 20.
Sammy.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, kill.
Breeze again here on second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
0-0, Mike 3. 0-2. Mike 3.
Breeze to throw again. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Watch the screen.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nick Vannett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Makes the score Eagles 35, Ravens 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Pick it up. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man. It's Eifert. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Baltimore.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 2.
Looking to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think it...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 42, Ravens 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I got you, punk. Get it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Go set. 90 Wolf. It's a party now. It's a party.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Break. Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. Big grip.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after.
A give running right is Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54. Here we go.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get in there.
Ready. Now Chubb running right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They run again on first down. Chubb looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll make it third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's...
And the ball is knocked out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.